Welcome to the broadcast, everyone. I'm Dr. James Chappelle, and for the next few minutes, I'll be your guide through a journey where you will rediscover great health. Now, as a doctor and a natural healing health specialist, I've always told my patients that the secret to great health starts in the colon. Keep it clean, and it'll keep you healthy. However, regularity, or the lack of it, is a huge problem in America and can have a drastic and negative impact on your life. So on today's broadcast, we're going to be answering some very direct questions. How many times a day is considered normal when it comes to regularity or bowel movements? Is it possible that this buildup can cause stomach pain and irregularity, fatigue, gas and bloating, headaches, indigestion, weight gain, and make your belly protrude? The short answer is yes. So on this broadcast, we're going to talk about how you can easily cleanse and enjoy renewed vitality. Let me welcome Clee Irwin, founder of Cellular Research. Clee Irwin is an author, educator, and pioneer in the field of internal cleansing. His breakthrough formula is called Dual Action Cleanse, and over the last 3 years, it has literally swept across America and changed the lives of countless people. Clee, welcome to the show.
It's good to be here, Dr. Chappelle. Thank you.
Clee, is it true that as of this broadcast, it's been confirmed that you've helped more people regain their health through internal cleansing than any other formulator over the last 12 months?
Well, according to the stats, as best we can tell, Dual Action Cleanse is the #1 selling cleansing product in America, knock on wood. So people talk to their friends and their family when they use this formula that we developed because they experience this renewed feeling of energy, not only in their body, but in their mind, their ability to focus and concentrate. So we have a pretty powerful word-of-mouth movement happening all around the country. There's celebrities using it, politicians, doctors, and just countless numbers of people have experienced it. But for as many people who have taken advantage of the life-changing benefits of my formula, there are still millions of people still carrying around 15 or even 20 pounds of undigested toxic waste in their bodies that's weighing them down.
You know, Clee, this gunk that you're really talking about can accumulate in our body, especially our digestive system, and cause serious health problems. The human body was created to live off of a diet similar to how Americans ate 50 years ago. People would come home to a meal of fresh home-cooked vegetables and natural food containing all the necessary fiber to keep you cleaned out on the insides. But today we're eating dangerously low levels of fiber, plus we're consuming foods with carcinogens, pesticides, livestock growth hormones, and chemical preservatives. It's simply more than our bodies can handle. We're not built for all this abuse.
That's right, and whether you believe in evolution or creation, it doesn't matter. Our bodies are simply not made to handle this onslaught of chemicals and carcinogens coming at us from the air, the water, and the food that we eat.
You know, I want to put on the screen for a moment a picture that I show my patients when I'm trying to show them exactly how toxic their body's becoming. Let's get that picture up now if we can.
Oh my goodness, that's not pretty.
Well, this is a picture of what pollution buildup looks like in your colon. I'm sorry if it offends anyone, but my mission, as well as yours, is to change lives by waking people up. And the only way to do that is through factual education. This stuff is coming through the air we breathe, our food, our water supply, through the use of pharmaceutical drugs. In addition, we're eating more sugar, carbs, and processed foods than ever before in human history. And we're constantly abusing our bodies with caffeine stimulants, alcohol, pain medication, and sedatives. So you're right, Clee. Our bodies are not meant to handle all these toxins that we're consuming.
And when people think about colon cleansing, they tend to think about getting rid of fecal matter and waste and chemicals, but what most people don't think about is the parasites, which are a big reason to cleanse every few months.
Absolutely.
In fact, Discover magazine published a feature article in its August 2000 issue that read, if I recall it, I think it said every living thing has at least one parasite that lives in it, including humans who have far more parasites.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, I'm aware of the dangers of parasites. I saw a fascinating documentary by National Geographic. It was called Body Snatchers. If people don't want to believe doctors like myself and research experts like you, they can do their own research on the internet. I love the internet, and you can find it. What are some of the telltale signs of needing to cleanse?
The most obvious sign of needing to cleanse is if your bowel movements are short or thin or infrequent. And by infrequent, I mean less than 2 times a day. Because believe it or not, many people have a bowel movement only once every other day, and they think that that's normal. Now, if you want to know what normal is, look at people who have the cleanest insides, young children. Okay? I'm famous for telling America on TV about the first time I saw my 4-year-old daughter's bowel movement in the toilet. It seemed so large to me compared to her size that I thought there was something wrong with her. But actually it was me that needed to cleanse. You see, just like the pipes in a brand new house, when your colon is clean, like my daughter's was, the food and toxins that we consume move right through you. Okay, and come out in full, long bowel movements, so you don't get weighed down, you don't feel bloated and heavy and tired, and you don't keep those toxins in your body where they can slow you down and make you sick.
I can tell you firsthand, there are various other outward signs that might indicate that you need to cleanse internally. Right. Some of them include fatigue, low energy, gas, bloating, excess of weight. You can also add to that list bad breath, unusual foul-smelling bowel movements, irritability, mood swings, frequent colds and flu, reoccurring headaches, protruding belly, unusual food cravings, rashes, and yeast infections. Now, Clee, credibility is priceless to me, and I know it is to you. Absolutely. So we should clarify to our audience that we're not saying that internal cleansing is a cure-all for these ailments, but yet many people who use it see their health take a dramatic transformation and see various health problems clear up. Clee, the problem that I see is that there are so many choices when it comes to colon cleansing, and I think people get confused. I mean, for example, I've seen clients try the wrong product, have a bad experience, then give up on the colon cleansing forever. So it's important for me to make sure our viewers try the right product so they get the guaranteed results. But aren't there a lot of copycat products that have recently come out since you started educating people through your TV message over 3 years ago?
Yes, there are a lot of knockoffs out there right now since we came out there and started educating people on television, but for the most part, unfortunately, only a few of them are even halfway effective. Most of them are made with very inexpensive ingredients, and they don't have the right blend or ratios of herbs. There are 2 specific things that make the dual action cleanse formula so profoundly effective and different than anything else on the market. The first one is our highly coveted formula itself. Competitors cannot figure out the precise balance of the herbs that we put in there. Now, the second unique thing about dual action cleanse is the cost of our ingredients themselves. We spend a lot of money on the various nutraceuticals and the botanicals because it simply has to work. For example, we're the only company that we know of that puts 5 expensive digestive enzymes in our formula. There may be others, but I'm not aware of them. And this raises our costs significantly. It makes it work amazingly well. It helps people with that gassy, bloated feeling that they can get when they eat certain foods like dairy products that they're not making enough enzymes to digest on their own.
Well, you know, Clee, I came across another TV broadcast that featured a product that sounded very similar to Dual Action Cleanse. So I ordered it and I reviewed it because that's what I do. This formula claims to follow the biblical prescription for internal cleansing, which, by the way, I couldn't find in my Bible.
Yeah, you know, I think someone must have torn it out because that same page was missing from my Bible, too.
Well, so anyway, it has about 20 ingredients in the formula compared to your 63 natural ingredients. What difference do you think this makes in the effectiveness of the formula?
Well, it makes a huge difference, Dr. Chappelle. As I said, we spent over a decade and a half making subtle and gradual improvements to the balance and type of herbs that we put in Dual Action Cleanse. And I also want to comment on the cleansing programs that want you to believe that you can cleanse in 7 days.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
I mean, I want our viewers to consider this. You've spent years accumulating these toxins and waste in your body. Now, many people have between 5 and 22 pounds of waste stuck in their body. Do you really think it's healthy or comfortable to expel that from your system in a short amount of time, like 7 days?
I don't think so.
Okay. Now, as an authority on the subject, I say no.
So, Clee, can you distill your message for our viewers into just a few sentences?
Well, sure. It's pretty simple. You're supposed to eat a meal and then release a meal. Okay? Not eat 3 times a day, but then only have 1 bowel movement a day. And some people are only having a bowel movement every other day, or even less often. Okay? Toxins are getting trapped in your body for too long. They're